Hi, I'm Sandy Green. This is my comp exam presentation. I would like to share with you highlights of my practicum experience, starting with the elementary classroom walkthroughs. Um, I enjoyed the experience of classroom visitations and walkthroughs with all the elementary schools, in particular Halbert, Carver, Martinez, and Grant elementary schools. I gained a unique perspective with the ability to view the variety of instructional technique, witness teacher-student interaction, witness student engagement and comprehension, witness teacher-student rapport, gauge student attitudes and behaviors, and witness various creative strategies and organizations of instructors. And it was really fun to witness various abilities and talents of students. Dr. Missy Hollenbeck is principal at Carver Elementary. I really enjoyed observing her principalship. She had some amazing advice to share. Dr. Hollenbeck is a very people-oriented person, and her beliefs is to reach out to parents and students should be a priority to creating a school culture of acceptance. She likes the motto surprise and delight for customer service. She believes her goal is to nail standards, and she likes to give interventions a personal touch, as she personally interventioned fifth graders for math to make sure that they had the math concepts for their state standard testing. The next principal I'd like to introduce to you is Mr. Brian Relic. He's a principal at Halbert Elementary in Colorado Springs. And he's an epic principal. He has an epic principal reputation in our school district. I enjoyed observing his principalship. He shared some amazing advice, and his advice was to model mission, vision, and values, be visible and communicate with parents, admit mistakes, collaborate with teachers, be honest, be supportive, and model what you expect. And Mr. Relic is very good also with people. Um, he reaches out to them, and he makes those connections, and he's always working with students one-on-one, and he's a very good principal to observe. He was a good principal to observe, good experience. Mrs. Bobby Long is an elementary principal at Martinez Elementary. She is an amazing and motivating principal. She's very enthusiastic, and her school climate exudes her positive and effective leadership style. Mrs. Long, she implements the 7 habits of highly effective people in her leadership. She likes to put fun and motivating murals painted on hallways and bathroom walls for students to read, which increases their reading interest and decreases inappropriate behaviors. As you can see, the one of the wall murals I posted here on this page. She believes that supporting teachers is necessary. She believes that all students have the gift of leadership, and she sets high standards for academic achievement and behavior, and she's very innovative with her leadership, as she believes that it's necessary to prepare students for the technology for the world they live in. I enjoyed shadowing at Doherty High School. Doherty High School is probably the largest high school in Colorado Springs, with a population of about 2,000 students. They have a wide range of demographics. I was able to interview all the administrators, and I just respect them. They've got such a heart for students and for them to succeed. So one experience was I shadowed the deans of students, they have 2 of them, and they were constantly helping students throughout the day to with different situations, mostly to get their grades up, but helping them with personal matters Also, for example, helping a student that was homeless. They helped that person get into a youth homeless shelter to get him back on his feet. Um, and just all the activities. I enjoyed uh, assisting the principal at the hockey game and just watching his calmness with his interactions with parents, and observing and assisting at the Saturday school session, which was really cool to see kids that really are interested in wanting to learn on Saturday. Another really fun experience I had was uh, observing Jenkins Middle School, um, observing Principal Darren Joyner, who is an amazing principal, a very people person, and a great leader. Um, he believes in building positive relations with students and their families, promoting his school with social media. He's successful. He believes successful programs begets successful programs, and he believes keeping a positive attitude even through the rough times shows really good leadership. A fun event that I was able to um, assist leadership with. Um, I assisted the music administrator, the district music administrator, with putting on and managing the Regional Solo Ensemble Festival. The Solo Ensemble Festival was for about 200 students region-wide, and I was able to assist in preparing judges' forms for solo ensemble judges. I managed the nerve center of the operation, making sure that proper scores were posted and reported, even with the state Colorado High Schools Activity Association, making sure judges were accommodated, setting up and taking down of the event. It was an all-day event on a Saturday, and it was from 7 in the morning, and it went all the way to 5 o'clock at night. And it was a great experience for kids and families. Just a great time. Highlights of district practicum: attending a district administrator meeting regarding revisions of state standards. And so this particular meeting was for all administrators in District 11, and the representatives from Colorado Springs, Colorado, the Colorado Department of Education, representatives from Colorado Department of Education came down to give the presentation, and they broke it down into core subjects such as math, science, history, literature, literature, language arts, the specials, which includes music, PE, dance, theater, drama, art. They broke all those down into subjects, and they were able to have representatives for each table, and they shared the revisions of the state standards, which they simplified the state standards for teachers, and they are to be presented for the year 2020. So they're the 2020 state standards revisions, and it was a very informative session. It was organized, presented well. I was able to engage with administrators in discussion. They presented the standards and revisions in an easy to understand way, and they gave examples. It was really quite a great experience. Highlights of my practicum included assisting set up and managing a district art show sponsored by the Academy Bank. There is a bank in our community that gives $4,000 in scholarship money to students, artists. And so each school in our school district was able to um, have students enter art exhibits that they had made to an art show. And they had two winners per grade level, and it was equal to be about $4,000 in scholarship money. And so this happened at a mall in our community, and the Air Academy Bank was the one that presented the awards, as they were the sponsor. And it was just fun because we were setting up the exhibits, letting their families and people, public, come see the art exhibits. It was quite a fun event and a great way to promote arts education in the community. I thought this was a really great um, community building, relationship building um, project that I did. It was great, a lot of fun. Oh, so highlights of coursework for the school law. Tort was one of the highlights. A code of ethics or conduct for students and staff to follow are vital requirements for maintaining law and order in our school systems. All students have the right to free and appropriate public education. In the school finance course, making sure that money is accounted for, always accounted for, is the administrator's responsibility, and making sure that there is no theft and dealing with that if it does happen. But having checks and balances in place to make sure to ensure that it doesn't happen. Highlights of coursework in the Introduction to Administration. My philosophy of leadership is fostering a community of people to interact and work together as a team. Educational leadership, there's 7 elements of educational leadership. School community relations, a focus on communication, collaboration, building trust, recognizing and accepting cultural differences, encouraging parent involvement, strengthens parental skills and decision making. Empowering the community and building partnership should be a big focus. Educational leadership, my leadership style is democratic and transformational. Highlights of coursework including Introduction to Administration, creating an effective school environment, special education for leaders, identifying disabilities, and of course using the people first language when addressing people with disabilities. Put the person before the disability. Utilize technology to enable students to develop independent learning skills, digital collaboration, innovative critical thinking and problem skills. And educational research includes creating a literature map, cite resources, state an introduction of the topic, write the literature review, and state the conclusion. Data analysis and assessment, conduct surveys, collect and analyze data. Curriculum and planning, utilize the tools of the leadership role is to ensure instructional coherence, a shared vision, and data-driven decision-making are all in place working together. Teacher evaluation procedure is pre-observation, observation, conference, post-conference, supervision and evaluation of school personnel. Qualities administrators look for hiring teachers with the following skills. As an educational leader, I will focus on inspiring others to become lifelong learners for their pathway to success. That concludes my comp exam. I ran through some of it quickly to make sure I had enough time, but I enjoyed taking all courses, and this was an awesome experience. Thank you for watching my video.